Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolverines offense will start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
Yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about
he hurt, but he's getting up celebrating.
You want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Ooh,
making
real.
great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good, too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Let's go, move.
Picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How's he almost hurt?
I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
Oh, it's the wrong hole.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 40.
Oh, you too small, Fry.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on second down. On the run, fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Nevada was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Reno. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 2nd and 8 from the 16.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
I don't know how he ran through that blitz.
Take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Back open in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Unloads to the wide.
Oh, that's a come on, man.
In the middle and couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a crease to the left. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice job finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really
We got all black cheerleaders
so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Wolverines. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now,
no way.
Heels,
that's not.
no answers. The offense
That's
doing whatever they want.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
That's a
Still
hold.
on his feet at the 45. Great move there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Boilermaker! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you to stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Second down coming up. The give to the single back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's up to 81 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Up and over, Yabo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Going up top on first down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line. On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Catch the ball.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That was make
Creating
believe.
some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like we're here.
It's the safety that was bad there.
They can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Throws to the wide out. And that pass picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalties. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll keep it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, look out. Keeps it.
He just stopped running. Come on, man. That's a computer.
Touchdown, Purdue. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Go into halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't.
What did you wait on that for? That's a pick.
This much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are. Throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, let's just see what happens.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He showed it all there, a little
So he just ran right
and
past
he's
him.
got the first down. The Boilermakers are in the red zone. Trying the left side. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to run it to the right.
They got him so slow. Lincoln is not that slow.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today for this group. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Nothing open downfield.
They slow them down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB
Don't
coach
understand.
will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
It's reverse. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup.
He kills me when he takes the cheap wins like that. He tries to anyway.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this
that burns me up more than anything.
The free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Especially with Bill, man.
Downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yep.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
My league game.
They capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's all about making
I
plays.
mean, now he's playing with. No, this is. I'm playing the computer.
On this team, he gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
I'm on the sticks right now.
And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, I'm in my league game, man.
And man, is that perfect?
No, I am, but it's the. I'm playing the. Yeah.
And he knows he's open, but watch the throw.
55 to 20.
Palmer, right in the breadbasket.
Yeah.
Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
We've reached the end of the period.
Hey, on the schedule, man.
And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national
Yeah, oh, yeah.
On the run from
Hey,
inside
they be cheap, too, boy.
Nice job by the kickoff
Man, they
team.
be
Everybody
cheap.
stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense.
This is it. I gotta go pick Kendall up from volleyball trial.
You just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you
Yeah,
can conserve
I mean,
play it safe. You can trust your
I
guy.
don't think,
I think
like,
you took
y'all
the ball
really
right back
get
in
stuff for the big
let
ones.
him do his thing.
And here comes the offense on
5,
2nd
10,
down.
count by 5s.
He's looking to throw.
Yeah,
He goes breaking the pocket.
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they
I
thought they'd
sure.
have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
It's complete on the right side. And
Point the
boy, is
ball.
he close to that first
Ooh,
down,
yeah, I'm gonna try to
maybe
go
just
for
a
it.
couple of inches short.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion.
Ooh, Addison.
Couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Nope, I spied your tail this time.
Those long yardage situations.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Makes the catch around the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. It's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy moving.
That's what you get.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete.
So my dude just ran right through him.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this just goes to show you that explosive plays on offense don't always have to be bombs in the passing game. You can get the ball to your playmakers in space and let them go do the work. How about the speed by that receiver?
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this focus has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets...
Keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Good position.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
What in the world?
How about that defense rising up and
What
stopping
was
it short on 4th down? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and...
He scored 35 points in the 2nd quarter.